Conditioning for cars with Mushu. We're at an elementary school. It's got this one street. It's only lined by 2 streets. We're up against a an empty parking lot, and the school is behind the camera, behind my phone. So it gives us a really clear view of the cars, and you can hear them and see them coming for a long period of time. So it makes when the reinforcer kind of starts and when it stops a bit more clear for the dog what we are counter conditioning for. Basically, from the moment she sees it, we begin counter conditioning and just continue to counter condition until she can no longer see the cars. There were a lot of cars, so we worked through this squeeze bottle of tripe really quickly. We'd already been doing this for a couple of minutes by this point. I wanted to work on her name response because she does not have any response to her name, especially when she's outside. She just seems to not hear it at all. Her eye contact is really poor. Right there, right there, she's like, "Leaf!" And she, "No, I have to go over there." You know, like everything is like, "No, that is very important." You know, the environment's really distracting. It's challenging for her. So there's another truck, that one, or a van, that one's kind of loud, and counter conditioning with the wet food, and then also scattering food on the ground. Since we're kind of a bit a ways back, we should be under threshold at this distance. Good, nice. Working on name response. I'm trying to get her to look me in the eyes and not stare at my hands. And that's all we're really doing here, is working on paying attention to me, giving me eye contact, responding to her name, and counter conditioning in this distracting environment. But once again, there was a lot of traffic.
Very good.
There's an example where there was a car there that wasn't a white one. Wasn't one of these extra challenging ones for her, and we've been doing this for about 5 or 6 minutes, and I wanted to see if I could just get some kind of eye contact from her in the, with the car coming in behind me. And she did. I mean, it required a bit of prompting, but she did it. She did really good. Kind of just constantly dropping food and constantly, I've got turkey in my pouch, constantly feeding with the wet food. And pointing out the food you're dropping to kind of keep her focused on the ground instead of staring at the trigger and watching it and becoming more upset. By staying focused on the ground, you've got something else to do. It's a relaxing activity, it's focusing on the ground, finding food, scavenging. So instead of getting excited and watching cars, we're going to scavenge on the ground. Oh, person. Very good. Very good, baby.